Hello there, this is Sammy33, Cards Franchise 2.0, getting a little bit closer to the end. We finished up another month. We are now into August, the boring month in the season to me, kind of like moving day in golf. That third round. This is jockeying for position for the stretch run, and we're just trying to keep our momentum going. Hot bats stay hot, hot pitchers stay hot. That's what we aim for. That said, we're going to take a look at some stuff, some stats, standings, and anything else that grabs our interest. We'll start with the player of the month. You can see Jason Adam gets the pitcher of the month for the American League. Oof, 9 saves, got a win, sub 1 ERA, a big reason why the Rays are in the hunt for the division. Equally so, Bo Bichette batting almost 350, 9 home runs, and 27 runs batted in. Remember, this was during the All-Star break month, so he had fewer games to do it in. Bo, again, helping his team stay in the hunt for the AL East crown. And then Rookie of the Month, David Fry, batting 361, providing some offense as well too, mainly just getting on base. Not a ton of at-bats, but hey, I'm sure Cleveland is happy with what they're getting. The National League, Flaherty, we talked about how hot he's been all month, and you can see he does not have a perfect record in terms of starts and wins, but 3 wins and 5 starts isn't bad. A sub 1 ERA, 38 Ks over his 5 starts, so an average of just over 7 a start. We'll take that. Batting wise, ooh, I'm glad I did not play the Dodgers this month. Mookie Betts batting 405, 8 home runs, 15 runs driven in. I'm sure he's probably playing a factor in the MVP race. We'll take a look at that in just a sec. And then Garrett Mitchell from Milwaukee. They've kind of grinded their way back into the wild card race. You can see he clearly has something to do with it, batting 337 over 80 plus at bats. 3 home runs and 6 runs driven in to help the Brew Crew. And now we'll look at the award race. Man, the American League, Ohtani was up here, but Mike Trout, it's going to be really hard to knock him off. You see, he's got a couple of home runs over Jose Ramirez, but the runs batted in and that batting average. Man, Trout is having a season for the books, let me tell you. Bo Bichette third. So Toronto being in this AL East race and, just the playoff race in general, they are a threat, and Bo playing a big factor in that. Cy Young, Shane, Tampa, 12-7, 2.33 ERA. C. Rodon, 12-6 ERA, slightly higher, not as many Ks, but he's been super productive. Remember, he did miss the majority of a start because of an injury, so that could have added to that strikeout total. Jacob deGrom. Here's the interesting one. So I guess no matter where he goes, he doesn't get run support. He's 7-6 with a 2.11 ERA. Clearly outshining the other two in strikeouts, but wins. Texas, you guys have got to get it together. You lead the division. Could you give this man some run support? Just a little, please? Batting title, no surprise here, Mike Trout. But Taylor Ward, batting 319. The Angels have been in the playoff race. Even with Ohtani being hurt, they may have lost ground in the division, haven't been able to make that back up. But Taylor Ward is hoping to keep them in prime position for a wild card spot. Marcus Semien, fresh off a long hit streak, batting 311, not bad. Obviously producing in terms of driving in runs and putting the ball over the fence too. Reliever, this is a tough one. Munoz is number 1, great ERA. Just imagine his save total if his team could produce more runs, thus him getting more opportunities to close out wins. Romano and Adam, 2 AL East contenders, pitching pretty well as too, but Munoz so far gets the nod in that ERA, a big, big, big reason why. Rookie of the Year, Yoshida. Cleveland, see those 2 guys there. They still lead the AL Central. Youth movement helping out. Obviously, J Ram, playing a big factor in what they're doing. But when you can get these other guys, the young guys, to produce too, that helps. Remember the Red Sox, they were pretty much down and out for most of the season, but they have played themselves back into contention, riding a hot win streak. Ishida contributing to that. We'll skip the Hank Aaron, we'll skip the Gold Glove. We'll look at that at the end of the year. In the National League, Tatis, 325, 31 home runs, almost 100 runs driven in already. We're just starting out August. San Diego, they have the second best record in baseball. They have a big lead in the NL West. Tatis playing a big factor in that. Adames and Tellez. We just talked about Garrett Mitchell for Rookie of the Month. These two guys, the offense from Milwaukee, single-handedly, well, tandem-wise, this duo trying to carry their team into a wild card spot, doing a good job of it thus far. For the Cy Young, Corbin Burns. He is tied for second in the National League in wins. ERA is fantastic, but the strikeouts 144. You see Montgomery, like, man, why is he ahead of him? Look at that ERA. Look at those strikeouts. It's a difference of 29. Granted, Montgomery's ERA is fantastic, and his win total is too. But those Ks, kind of hard to overcome that. That's a huge gap. And Darvish, third, 10-1, 2.1 ERA, 135 Ks. Again, someone helping San Diego get to where they are. They'd be a tough out in the playoffs. Batting title, Tatis and Garcia. Really Harris too in this race. This is a tight race. Nothing like what you got in the American League. 325, 322, 321. Garcia has been a common, he's been up here for most of the season. Brian Reynolds, of course, was until he got injured. He was trying to flirt with 400. So this will be a fun race to watch as the season comes to an end. Reliever, Helsley. No shock there. Look at this. A perfect ERA. 28 saves. Wow. Did not even notice that. Diaz is third, but man, that ERA, that's crazy. That is crazy. We have to look at that right now. Yeah, he hasn't given up a run all season. Doesn't pitch as many innings as some other guys. See 45 compared to 26, but he hasn't given up a run. It's about as good as it gets. Helsley, man, he's given up a couple, but still leads the league in saves, and I'm sure in terms of closers, he leads in strikeouts as well too. So Helsley's been good. Remember, he blew a save in his first start of the season, and then went like 27, 28 saves until he gave up his next. He's only given up 6 runs, 5 earned in the season. I'm not complaining about that, trust me. And then Rookie of the Year is going to be Tatis. Remember, this file was made roster-wise. David was nice enough to guide me to this file. They have Tatis listed as a rookie. I mean, we don't even need to talk about it. Mitchell would be the Rookie of the Year, but it's not going to be. Tatis is, because that's what he's listed as in this roster file. He's clearly going to win it because he's in MVP contention. Like, there's really no competition here. Mitchell, I'm sorry, because you would get it. But yeah, Tatis is definitely going to. All right, Hank Aaron Award, Tatis. I mean, he's going to be getting a lot of awards. Skip the Gold Gloves. Let's look at some personal stats.